you're supposed to have a 70% completion percentage, right? They
Mm-hmm.
say 7 out of 10. So one of the footballs is, say, you threw a bad ball. The next one is dropped. And then the other one, maybe it got tipped, something happened, right? So that's 7 out of 10. Those other balls you're supposed to complete. Yeah, there might be one that, something happens. Whatever it is, you can't count on it. But if you complete 7 out of 10 footballs out there against the defense, how many of those are you checking down? Are you actually throwing it down the field? Right? And that's what I'm telling someone is I know that my ball is going to be down the field. I'm not checking it down. Never. Yeah, obviously if the defense takes you there, they run quarters to the field, they run two to the boundary, you had a two beater to the field and a quarters beater to the boundary. They got you. You got to check it down, right? But like theoretically speaking, I'm throwing the ball down the field all the time. I'm not checking it down. I know where to go with the football before the ball snapped, and that's what makes a good quarterback. He knows where he's supposed to go with the football, and you don't let a team beat you blitzing against you because you know where your hots are. You know where your line is sliding. You know where the running back's going.
So, but you do think that wins are a quarterback stat then? Like if you replace Jalen Hurts with like Brock Purdy, do you think the Eagles win the Super Bowl? So like there's people that will
But
say it's like the
okay,
entirety of the team.
so this the thing. What is a quarterback's best friend? A great run game, right?
Right.
And then not only is that, but you got to have a great O line. You got to, right? You got to be able to get the ball out, make the D line tired, know where to go with the football at the top of the drop. You got to have an awareness in the pocket to know how to slide, where to go, don't take off and run. I don't think Brock Purdy would be good in that offense because Jalen Hurts runs a lot. They have a lot of QB runs. And I think the combination of Saquon and Jalen being able to throw the ball to those great receivers, that O line is amazing. And a guy who I'm training with, up here in Buffalo right now, uh, he played on the Packers, starting linebacker, and he said that O line was the best O line he's ever faced in 5 years in the NFL. And that O line coach I know is a very very brilliant O line coach who recruited me out in college. And I know Nick Sirianni is one of the best coaches. I'm going to say this to ever coach in the NFL. He knows what he's talking about. And I've asked Jacoby Brissett. I said, "Hey, is this guy like the real deal? Like, am I tripping when I say I think he's the best coach I've ever been around?" He's like, "No, he's literally top two coaches." And that comes from a guy who also had Bill Belichick.